There are two Milky Way techniques that can be applied in 2 minutes or less once you know what you're doing, that even novice photo editors can turn their Milky Way images into fantastic edits in just a few simple clicks. Now, I want to show you exactly what those two tricks are in today's video. We're going to be working today in Photoshop, but even if you don't know how to use Photoshop, don't worry, because these are very, very simple things to apply, and you can follow along even with a very minimal knowledge of Photoshop. Let's jump right in there, and we'll assume that you already have your image in Photoshop for this tutorial, so make sure to pause this and open your image alongside whatever screen you're watching this on to open your image in Photoshop. Now, what you want to do here is duplicate your background layer first and foremost, just to create a new stamped copy. So you can see I already have some edits here. If you already have edits on your photo, go ahead and Command, Option, Shift, and E. And that is going to merge all visible. And alternatively, if you just have a blank layer and you have no edits, you can click and drag this down here to the plus to duplicate the layer. Now, the first technique that I want to show you how to use is actually called a star reduction. Now, I've got a video on how you can do this for free, but I will be honest, the results don't work nearly as well as this plugin that I'm going to show you, which is called RC Astro, and it's located here in Filter. You can scroll down to RC Astro. You do have to purchase this plugin. It does cost money. I think it's 50 or 60 US dollars. I'm not sponsored by RC Astro. I don't have an affiliate link. I don't make any money if you buy it, but it is the best software that I've tried at doing this technique. And so I'll show you how that works. Once you have it installed, you can then go back in and use it, and I'll show you exactly what it does. So you're going to go down to Star Exterminator and check large tile overlap and hit OK. Make sure you're selecting your background layer. What this is going to do is it is going to exterminate or get rid of the stars, which is going to then reduce the amount of stars, which is going to increase the amount of attention given to the Milky Way because you're removing some of the distracting elements. This usually takes just a couple of minutes to load out. And once that's done loading out, it's going to look something like this. You can see we've absolutely annihilated any stars in the frame. It does appear a little strong when you first start. So when I zoom in here, you can see it's kind of just showing off the grain now because we've literally reduced all the stars. We've removed all the stars. So what I like to do is usually turn down the opacity just a little bit to like maybe 80%, or sometimes even more. Like you can try maybe 60 if you really don't like the effect. And then that is going to allow just the brighter stars to shine through and allow us to have a little bit more detail in the Milky Way. And what a lot of people will do with this effect as well is they will go in with a higher opacity, and then they will go in with a layer mask here with a brush, black brush here. I'm at 100% opacity. I've got my feather or my hardness down to 0, and they'll just go in and they will paint back the stars in areas where they want the stars to appear. And this can be a good technique, especially if you're using a filter like I am that kind of increases the brightness of stars. Just go back through, click on all of the stars that you want to retain. And once you're done, it should look something like this. So now you can see we've made the Milky Way much, much more prominent by just reducing all of those stars. Now, additionally, if you're finding that this star reduction is doing things to the foreground, like I am here, you can also just disable it in the foreground as well by just creating a simple folder or group here and dragging and dropping this inside that group, and then going up to select and going down to select sky. And that should create a selection of the sky, which we can then apply as a layer mask to the group. And now it's only affecting the sky. Now there's one other adjustment that I mentioned that I like to make, and this one doesn't require any additional thing in addition to Photoshop that costs money, and it's just going to be a curves adjustment. Now this might seem simple, but trust me when I say this is the most impactful editing step that you can make. So you go in, Properties panel up here to your curve, and create that simple little S curve. Just like that. And I like to bring the blacks point up just a little bit. And you can determine how much contrast you want, but somewhere in there feels about right for me. It doesn't really match the foreground because I am doing a blue hour blend, and again, I'm just applying this to the sky, but that's something to keep in mind as you adjust your edit. You can go in here and drop the density if you want this to somewhat apply to the foreground as well. But you can see those two adjustments, once you know what you're doing, you could do them in 2 minutes or less, and they really just transform your Milky Way edit to get you off to a great start. So this is going to be the first two things that I do to any Milky Way edit, and it's what I recommend to anyone that comes out on my workshops or anyone that I'm teaching online, because these two edits are just so effective and so quick and easy to use, and you can really tailor them to exactly how you want your image to look. You can make your star reduction more or less. You can adjust the opacity on your curves adjustment. You can make the darks darker and the brights brighter, or vice versa. Whatever you want to do, you can do it with these two adjustments in Photoshop. And even if you're not a Photoshop user, bring your image into Photoshop, do these two things, and then bring your image back into Lightroom or whatever other editor you're using and continue your edit there. But this will get you off on the right foot, in my opinion. Now, if you guys are interested in other Milky Way videos, I'll link another one right here that you can check out for editing the Milky Way. And if you guys have any questions, please let me know down below in the comments, and make sure to leave me a like and a subscribe to help me to grow my channel. Otherwise, my name is Austin Jackson. Thank you guys so incredibly much for being here, and we'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.